Welcome back to the 8th episode of a close combat longest day playthrough with the Germans in the Grand Campaign on elite difficulty. And this time around we are on Tare Green Beach landing here, fighting off Americans at Utah Beach. With not a whole lot of stuff, so we'll see how this goes. Maybe the AI bugs out like it did in last episode and don't even move their tanks a millimeter. I guess it could happen. But yeah, we have command team. 5cm anti-tank gun, which is ineffective against Shermans. 1 grenadier team, flamethrower, heavy machine gun, and mortars. So, look at the map. This could be a very tricky one, actually. If I deploy the AT gun too far back, which I kind of want to do, like have a layered defense strategy going on, I don't think it's going to work too well, so, But anyway, I'm going to set up like I did last time. Platoon HQ, Bar, DDay Sherman, Platoon HQ, rifle teams, and a DDay Sherman, Platoon HQ, 2 50 cals, a mortar, and a DDay Sherman. That's all the tanks they have. Figured I might as well use all of them. I only had 1 when I played as the Allies here due to my difficulty settings. And if I played on easier difficulty than Elite, then I would have more stuff available right now. I'm thinking potentially here. I could maybe set the AT gun. The problem is I'm not sure if it's going to get spotted like immediately and just destroy it. I'm trying to put it a little bit further behind the bushes. But I don't know. So like, the thing is, I could set up for a very aggressive defense where I just pin them down on the beach, but that could be... I seem to recall this map specifically from when having played through this game like a decade ago or whatever. But this map specifically, I tried doing this and I just got punished really hard for it, so... I don't know. I think I'm going to put the mortar team over here. Maybe command team with some grenadiers over here. This should probably be like this actually, since the subtrooper has submachine guns. Now, this might not be good to have people in this building at all if we can't kill the tanks. It's terrible to have them there. So I'm setting up and gambling that we actually take out the enemy tanks, which they can come across here and there. If I put flamethrowers here on ambush, at least that covers if they move a tank in this direction. Of course the AT gun can engage before that, but I don't know, I felt like it had better shots from here. Maybe slightly better. So if this works, it's good. If it doesn't, it's terrible. Let's begin. And okay, we can reach 1 Sherman now. We can reach it on the side as well, so... Oh, we could reach it on the side. Let's just open up on it, please. We can't hurt that, they say, but at least they are trying, so... How horrendous is that? Like, our anti-tank stuff can't even anti-tank. And now the other Sherman has shots on him too. Looks like we're gonna lose the anti-tank gun. Unless they're able to take something out soon, which they are not, so... Oh well. Oh, just mortaring the hell out of them. I mean, it's still... Oh, nope, spoke too soon. That is now completely useless. Gonna put a mortar barrage up in this area here, I think. Oh yeah, we lost the gun. Took out no Shermans. Wow, these guns are trash. But at least our tanks haven't, no, sorry, I mean, the enemy tanks haven't started letting loose on the guys in the building yet or anything. That's kind of like a saving grace, I guess. So I guess these guys haven't been seen yet, which is very nice, but There's some point decide to move in the tanks, we're in trouble. We haven't immobilized any of the tanks or anything like this, so... I mean, we're picking them apart here, and as per last time, the tanks are not moving in for whatever reason. I'm not sure what to make of that exactly. But the MG42 is certainly making good short progress on the passes of the enemy. MG34 actually, which isn't quite as effective, but uses ammo a lot less rapidly. Okay, they're moving a Sherman in here. And please move your Shermans in here so I can just flamethrower them. It's my only chance at this point to take them out, or they could get within 30 meters of this building, which they probably won't. Then we can use Panzerfaust, but I wouldn't hold my breath for that happening. You know what, I'm gonna switch these guys over to ambush just so they don't give away the position to the enemy tanks. The heavy machine gun team should be enough for now. Oh shit, they see mortars. Okay, let's get them the fuck out of here then. Ah, we got enemies moving across the beach here. They're trying to make a move. Please stop them. Get your defend back on, I guess. It looks like the mortar team got away. We're going to pull them back into the bush in a slightly different position. I mean, we're really wrecking on a new one, apart from the tanks. There's a lot of dead Americans in this beach. If only we could actually touch the tanks, that would be pretty nice. I mean, as long as the tanks ain't shooting back at us, we're good. That's like my main fear at the moment. The tanks starting to open a fire on my infantry, because that's not going to end well for me. It looks like the AI is struggling to command units across these barriers and minefields and such. So I don't think the AI is programmed well enough to handle the maps. And based on that alone, we might have an easier time cheesing a victory. Yeah, now taking on the next team with these guys. We can farm them down like this. It's fine, we can kill off the teams. I remember when I played on this map as the Allies, I struggled a bit with some MG position in this building as well, so... it can be a struggle. But yeah, the enemy is not moving the tanks in. Last time this happened too, like, it looks like these tanks are driving as there's coming out like exhaust smoke on the rear end of them. But they're just standing there. Even though we don't have the anti-tank gun anymore, we do drain the enemy morale away slowly but surely. And we haven't lost any infantry, except for like one guy in the mortar team, but I think we'll be able to replace that, so... Just won't have an anti-tank gun next time we're defending here, which might suck, but we could be able to get reinforcements in to take on the enemy. At some point. And I suppose we just sit there and we farm down people with our MG team. If this is what it is, what it is, basically. Guess we just keep doing this. We've taken out a 50 cal team, mortar team, almost what this is, rifle bar. I mean, and yeah, almost this team, so really messing them up. I think we'll ask for a truce. No. They don't want a truce, they're also not moving the tanks, so I guess we just use the MG to keep farming infantry. I just realized we haven't actually been hammered by any artillery barrages yet. But, no, sorry, coastal artillery barrages. And when they do decide to come in with those, that can hurt, basically. This guy's just in the open now. Let's maybe we can hit him. Great, wow, this guy's fucking son of Traxelite. Where's the various stuff that I can see? The Sherman rifle. Right, so it's an infant. Ah, there's one guy left in this infantry too. Oh, I can't really get him now. I'll ask once more for truce. No. So yeah, I mean, is this bugging out? This can't be how it's supposed to be, right? What a landing. Well done, America. You did great, though. If this is how it's gonna be and all the landings coming up, I need to rethink my placement of anti-tank guns, because... yeah, I was kind of hoping I wouldn't fight these guys at the same time as fighting this guy. I kind of set this up to like deal with half the landing zone and then whatever tanks advance, but it didn't really work out that way, so... you know what, I'm gonna see if I can trigger an advance. I've seen this before, like I shoot off smokes, I smoke off an area, intending to push, and then as I've smoked it off, the enemy sees all the smoke and decides, hey, I'm gonna use that to my advantage, and they push instead. Have seen that happen, so maybe it will happen again. Just also wondering why the fuck they haven't set the damn mortar up yet. Oh, now he's seeking cover. He's crawling around seeking cover, not setting it up. Perfect. I love mortar teams. Mortar teams never fuck shit up. Where's he seeking cover? Jesus. Come on, I just want to smoke off first, so maybe we can entice the enemy to make a move, and then slaughter them when they do. Now he's scavenging? What the fuck is he scavenging? Stop doing that. Set up the damn mortar. I want to trigger the AI to make an infantry push, although we've taken out substantial amounts of his infantry. Kind of weird really that his morale isn't lower just because he has 3 tanks that he is not using for a damn thing at the moment. Reloading, okay, so that means we're about to fire now, right? There we go. Alright, so we just place this carpet of smoke. We can't counterattack or anything, not with tanks on the beach, but... just make it enticing for the enemy to make a move, I think. But smoke off in like insignificant places so we can still spray this all down with the MG if we want to. If it entices the enemy to move their tanks, then that's a little bit problematical, but... I feel like these guys should still see that tank there, though. Well, there you go, little smoke wall carpet thing. Now, will they do anything with that? Probably not. If they start moving the tanks, then that's terrible, but... okay, they still don't want a truce, and yeah. Can these guys get to this guy? Yes, but it's not really worth it. This team is gone anyway, it's just one guy in panic hiding down the water. So yeah, here we are. The Utah beach landing sure as hell didn't go too well for the Americans, although they took out all the anti-tank guns on both beaches. As for truce, I mean, come on, at some point they're gonna have to accept it, right? There's like a... there seems to be a point in time where it's just like, nothing has happened in a while, the morale isn't really that low, but they will take the truce because it's far enough into the game and nothing has happened in a long while, and they're not intending to do much more, so... I mean, they tried some initial pushes, and they just don't want to continue it, and we cannot counterattack 3 tanks on the beach, because we'd have to get our teams within 30 meters of them to fire off 1 Panzerfaust that probably is going to hit. So, I mean, that probably is going to miss, and then also that we have the flamethrower team, which need to be within like 30 meters as well, more like 35 meters range. which isn't a whole lot, and we need to get really close to the tanks to be able to take them out with that, so... Like if we got up here, maybe we could have snuck them in under the cover of the smoke, but there's also 50 cals and other infantry shit around, so... Yeah, it's just not super good. Okay, I'm gonna remove the ask for a truce and re-ask in a little bit here. I feel like it's an 18 to 15 minute mark, somewhere around there. The AI becomes more receptive to truce offers when nothing's happening. I'll try at the 18-minute mark. 1 second pass. Nope. I'll try again at the 17-minute mark, so I'll edit you to that. And yes, 17-minute marks. Mark seems to do the trick. So they didn't really do that much. Quite honestly, we lost 2 guys on the gun crew. And that's the entire casualties we had this time around. Not sure why this is right, because we're fighting airborne regiments, so never mind. But I mean, we did a lot of damage to them. We've killed 26 and incapacitated another 24, so 50 casualties on the enemy. Sugtrupp killed 4, and the MG team just got some Nazi distinguishment over there. Yeah, they killed a puck-ton of enemies. Hey, the mortar guys even team even killed the guy as well, so woohoo. And yeah, if we look at the enemy team, so we did actually cause significant damage to all their infantry. Well, most all their infantry. If it wasn't for the tanks, we could have pushed them out into the sea, but... Oh well, hopefully we can get reinforcements in at some point, and then just push them out with them, and then hold with stronger forces after that. But either way, yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching the episode. If you did, I would appreciate if you would consider leaving a like on it, maybe even subscribing if you haven't already. And, well, with that being said, as always, you can catch me in the next one. Have a good one, and thanks for watching.